a story first, a little story. Uh, Once upon a time, there was a lot of children born into the world. And these children were sent to school. And they were sent to a school called Mind Training School. And in the school, they had dozens of different classrooms, as schools do. And in each classroom, these little children who were born into this world were told how to think about various things in life. In one classroom, they were taught how to think about money, how to think about sex, how to think about human relations, how to think about health, how to think about government, how to think about thousands of different topics that are in the world. So all these children were taught how to think toward themselves, toward the world. So they went out into the world and they thought toward everything the way they had been trained. I'm talking about us, right? And everyone else. So we're taught how to think toward everything. And wow, did that get us in trouble. So we are the children who were born into this world and were sent to these classrooms, the teachers being everyone, parents, educators, everyone. The time comes, hopefully, that we here in this class begin to see, instead of it being a mind trading school, it was a mind robbing school, wasn't it? It robbed us of our own intelligence, and we were, look, little kids don't know any better. We really don't. Do you know what fiends adults are? Do you know what absolute devils they are? Fiends that are called parents, fiends that are called school teachers, fiends that are called government people. Those fiends take a little child from one day on, from the time he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 12 on up, and they take this whole classroom of little kids 6 years old and infect them with poison. What do they care as long as they get their salary every year? What do they care as long as they get their pension after they retire, and they hope they can retire at 30, and they'll agitate for that? We love your children. Let us retire on a big pension at 30. The fiends, the devils. And you are putting up with them, you're associating with them, you think they're decent people. You don't even know what they have done to you. You fell for it. We fell for it. Of course we did. Now look, we're all grown up a little bit, physically at least. Let's begin to see what was done to us by all these nice people who are trying to help you, who are trying to raise your Social Security benefits, who are telling you about God. Boy, I'll tell you, do please absorb one meeting at a time what I am telling you, or you'll fall off that chair in a faint. You won't be able to take it if you see it all at once. You remember we talked the other night about thoughts rising, and then you can see them, and then they disappear? If you're very passive and see it come up, and don't get afraid of it. Why should you be afraid of thoughts when they have nothing to do with you in reality at all? They are acquired. They are this imposition that we talked about. You are not your own thoughts. Think about that. You are not your own thoughts. You are not an evil thought, and you're not a good thought. You have no thoughts that you can claim as yours. They all came to you. Did you start to think when you were a little small child? You started to think, and then you accumulated them, and all some of these thoughts clustered together, and this cluster of thoughts is now called you. Now, what is this cluster? So let's say there are 12 thoughts, 12 descriptions, and I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to go move to another state. I like that woman, or I don't like that woman. None of your thoughts belong to you at all. They don't constitute you. See how easy it is to begin to live your own life? See that. Then the thoughts that come up will be practical thoughts only, and they won't describe anything about you at all because there's no one there to describe. And there won't be any distorted thoughts either, because there's no one there to distort them. Truth, how do you like this? Truth, with a capital T, is stronger than every thought that has ever been thought since the history of man. Every thought, the trillions upon trillions of thoughts that are going around the world right now, and of all the trillions and trillions upon trillions of thoughts that ever will be thought. The truth is stronger than all of those, than of every thought. Now, if you want to be in command of an angry thought, of a distressed thought, you know where to turn, right?